And now, here's your host of Shaping Success, Wes Tankersley.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to Shaping Success. I am your host, Wes Tankersley. Today we have an awesome guest for you. But before we get to that, can you please do me a favor? If you are watching this on YouTube, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. We have hit the watch hour component. We are at 4,000 watch hours. Now we got to get to 1,000 subscribers. I need your help to get there. So please like, share, review this. If you're listening to the podcast, make sure you do a review on it. Let everyone know because I can't grow the show without your help. Our guest today is Ivana Brez-Merk. She is a ballet dancer and a teacher. And we're going to go ahead and get into that conversation right now. So here we go. Ivana, how are you?
Hi. I'm good.
It's
Yeah.
an exciting,
Sorry.
you're so excited about it. It's always an
Yeah,
interesting
you know
thing.
me. You know me. I'm always like, I just hope that everyone will, get what I'm saying.
They will get
Oh,
what you're saying, no problem. I think you underestimate your accent a little bit. So you're from Croatia, right?
probably.
That's where you're at
Yeah.
currently. Okay. Tell us a little bit about that. What
Currently and forever.
So tell us a little bit about like
Yeah,
kind
what?
of Croatia and where you grew up and all that stuff. And then we'll start talking about your career a little bit and then your teaching and all those things.
Okay. So yeah, I'm from Croatia. For the ones that don't know where that is, it's in the Europe, central to Eastern Europe, we'd say, close to Italy. Yeah, I've been born and raised here, so yeah, I don't know. You know, I have traveled a lot, but haven't lived anywhere else. But here, I did move. I was born in the capital, Zagreb. Been there, I don't know, for 28 years, and then when I got married, I moved to my husband's hometown. So now I
So
live in a small city, like an hour and a half from where I was born.
So one of the things that's really cool, I meet a lot of people on TikTok and you're one of those people that I've met and we've probably been following each other and talking back and forth for maybe, I don't know, 6 months or so. Um, Started out with
Yeah.
music. You didn't talk a whole lot because you're a little bit concerned with your English accent, which I don't think is a problem. I think it's just fine and we can understand you, but I know that it's as a second language is a little bit tougher. How did you learn English? Because is that something in your country that they normally do? They teach English. Is that an important language there?
Yeah, I mean, we learn English in school. So basically, I think when I was little, we started learning second language. I think maybe the third or fourth grade, fourth, I think. But my dad enrolled me to English classes since the first grade, so he wanted me to learn English. I don't know.
So is that a
But
pretty
yeah, I've been
common?
learning German as well. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, look, we live in a small country. So our whole country has about, I'm not sure, I think it has less. I think it's maybe probably around 3.88 million people right now, but we've been taught like it's been about around 4.5 in the whole country. So that's the amount of people talking Croatian. If you want to do anything outside of the country, you need to know language. And because nobody would understand Croatian. I mean, I can understand Russians, but it's and that eastern part. But yeah, basically, you need to know languages if you want to do anything outside of your country.
So it's your
So
own
we've been
dedicated
learning.
language that is completely different than any other country.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the Eastern language. We're similar to Bosnian, Russian, I don't know, Serbian. So yeah, that part we
Okay.
have. I understand. Maybe Czech and Slovak also, Polish a little bit. They all have like similar roots, but are not the same language.
Yeah, it's
So
kind of
yeah, we
like,
need to. I was learning English and German and Spanish a little bit, so I basically um, talk a lot of languages.
yeah, and I mean, I
But
think
my kids learn it
English,
from first grade, so
yeah, English is one of those languages that is like completely different throughout the US too. So like it's not quite the same, but it is the same. And then you go over to England and it's a little bit different, but it's the same roots, like you
and then you
said.
go to Australia.
Yeah. Then you can't understand anything.
Yeah, but hey, like, trust me, here where I live now, that's an hour and a half from the city I was born in and lived in. Uh, when I first came to my husband's house, when I met his parents and his grandparents, I was like, what the hell are these people asking me? I had no idea. I didn't understand that. It's like a completely different language. I was like, okay, because we have like, as in the US, each part of the country has its own, basically their own version of language
Right.
that is completely different. So yeah, that's the same I think everywhere.
Yeah, I think it's just like a different dialect that happens when you get like you get more south, you get more west, you get
Yeah.
just a different English in general.
Yeah, but here, we have like both English and American English in the ear, as they say, because we don't sub, is it the right word? Like TVs in English. We have like the subtitles, but the sound is the same.
Okay.
So even from little age, you're like watching movies in English. So it's in your ear. You know how you should pronounce things, and you know the words, the sentences, how they should be said. So basically, I learned by the ear. I said sometimes I wrote something and I was like, no, it doesn't. It shouldn't be written this way.
Yeah.
It should be written differently. That's how I know I was wrong. Or if I say it, no, it doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and that's
So
I
yeah.
mean, but the thing is you speak it well enough that I can understand and my audience can understand what you're saying, so you don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, I have a thing for languages, so but I've been talking a lot for the last 3 years, I think. I have been like I've always been good in English, but I haven't had many chances to talk.
Hmm.
And once somebody comes, like a friend from abroad or something, and we meet for a couple of days, and the first day is always like, I don't know anything, any words, like just I keep missing words. And then like when you're a couple of days into conversations, then you're like just like talking fluently. So now I read a lot in English. I write a lot in English. I talk to people a lot in English. So basically, I'm just like switching Croatian English whole day through.
How do you teach? So you're a teacher. How do you teach your classes? Do you teach them in Croatian and English, or is it one or the
No, no, Croatian, and I barely understand that.
other?
But it was interesting. We were taking our kids yesterday to the theater, to the National Theater, and since there's a lot of foreign dancers there, the some of the rehearsals were actually led in English. So I was like looking at them and thinking, do they understand this? I was like, yeah, they probably did, but whatever.
Well, and
Yeah, I mean, everything is Croatian.
yeah, and you're a dance instructor, so I'm assuming that a lot of times you are showing them movements while you're talking about it, right? At the same time, it's you're showing them how to do it, speaking in English, but doing the hand movements, and so it probably here I am doing my whatever I think of ballet dancers, right? Put my arms up.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just did a comment recently, like, yeah, I do like 10 things at once
Yeah.
when I'm in my class because you have to be sure that they're right on time and that they're doing the right things and you have to give the corrections. So I'm like, I
Yep.
don't stop.
So you were a ballet. Let's talk about this. So you were a what do they call it? What's the correct term? You were like a
Ballet
classically trained
dancer,
ballet dancer. Yep.
a professional ballet dancer, I would say.
Professional. So people professional means you got paid to do it. So most people
Yeah.
don't. Yeah. So how long did that last and how did you get started in that?
I don't know. I've been in ballet since I was a little girl. My parents, I think they enrolled me in some kind of local dance class or something. And I cannot remember that. I think I was 4. But my dad told me about it, like the woman that was doing those those classes that she said to my parents, like she's talented, she has the body for ballet. You should like enroll her to a ballet school. So it's different here than it's in the States because in the States you have like little dance studios
Mm.
basically, and up until college you don't have. I don't know how I would call it, like professional professional dance education.
Uh-huh.
But here you have like state dance schools, either for contemporary ballet or for ballet. Basically, that's the second school for the kids, and so you go there, you get the grades, you get diplomas for every year. You have it 8 years or 10, depends. So you have to finish all that. It's by cla- classes from first to eighth. So yeah,
So
just like
essentially,
a proper school. You have subjects, you
right.
have like grades. You
So
have
all your
I
stuff
don't
is
know.
just related kind of like to ballet basically, but it's a dance school, but it does all the other stuff like your reading, your writing, your math, all that stuff is
Mm-mm,
no?
mm-mm. No, that's what I said. Like you
Oh,
have
okay.
two schools.
Sorry.
You have like elementary school. That's your normal school. You have to go there. You go there where you have Croatian languages, history, math, whatever. You
Yeah.
have that. And this is the second school, the school you chose to do, like a music school, but that's also dance school. So you do just the same, but with dance.